Hello, What Culture? Don't adjust your YouTube boxes because it is me, Simon Miller, with your weekly dose of SmackDown ups and downs because Jack's away. So you get this face instead. And that means you can expect everything to get an up, even things that didn't happen. Even things that didn't happen are gonna get an up because I love pro wrestling. Pro wrestling's the best and I'm a happy chap. So we're just gonna give up to everything. Like that moment last night when Repo Man returned. Oh, what a moment. Getting an up. Didn't happen, less ups and downs. Now we'll throw this into just one big ball because it did both open and close the show. But well done WWE, I loved everything you did between Kevin Owens and Vince McMahon and I thought it was all very well done. So it is going to get an up of course, and the basic premise was Kevin Owens came out, he was all upset about what happened with Shane McMahon, so he said, look WWE, unless you actually make this the Kevin Owens show, I'm basically going to sue you and make your life a living hell. Then Daniel Bryan came out and he was like, look Kev, I'm in charge here. I don't care that Shane McMahon's been suspended. I'm still around here. And also, let me tell you this, boy, you're not going to like what Vince McMahon's got to say. Owens didn't believe all that though, and he started making up like fake things he'd do if he was in charge. He was going to fire Sami Zayn, and he was going to make Byron Saxton and Tom Phillips wear one big suit between them, so they'd be walking around like one big dude. And it was all kind of exciting. They planted this nice little seed so we, the viewer, could go, what's going to happen at the end of the show? And I better stay tuned and wait and see. And then when we did get there and we saw Vince McMahon, that was awesome because I always enjoy seeing Vince McMahon on TV. It was like a complete swerve because he was all like, look, Kev, Shane McMahon kicked your ass and I only suspended him so he wouldn't kick your ass some more. And also, I'm going to put you in a Hell in a Cell match with Shane at Hell in a Cell. So, you know, that's the name. The problem with naming your pay-per-views the same as your matches, WWE, you make me sound stupid. That pissed Kevin Owens off, so what did he do? He beat up the chairman of the board. He gave him a headbutt, which busted McMahon open, and then he gave him a frog splash. It was really cool, because Vince McMahon's like 72 years old, and this has turned Kevin Owens into one of the biggest heels in the company. And to me, this whole bit rocked. I don't even care that Shane McMahon is in a high-profile match, because WWE are always going to see him that way, and it's only going to benefit Kevin Owens, and anything that benefits Kevin Owens is all right with me. So all this was gold. Loved seeing Vince back, and he came back to put a dude over. That's how you do it. It was a bit weird that Stephanie just came out. So we were like, wait, we haven't seen you on TV for ages, why are you even here? But we'll put that aside, but yeah, a bit dumb. Now AJ Styles is going to get an up because he's AJ Styles and I love him, but I forgot that we were having another match with him and Ty Dillinger and it was really boring, so that's getting a down. Now the match itself wasn't boring, but everything around it was, because you already know how it ended if you haven't watched. Baron Corbin came out and he got involved, even though he distracted Ty Dillinger, but AJ Styles still won. Then Baron Corbin beat up everybody after the match. Then he said, oh, next week, I'm going to challenge you for your US champion AJ Styles. And I was like, oh, I don't care. And the problem there is it means in 7 days we'll just get the reverse and Ty Dillinger will come out and get involved and it'll just be one big schmoz. Doesn't really feel like it's going anywhere. And also, AJ Styles just deserves more than this. That's just my opinion. That's just what I think. But Corbin and Styles with Dillinger hurled into the middle ain't doing much for Miller. And it's a down for the Rusev segment because, as I've said 1,000 times before, he's the best person on the roster. And here, he was just doing an interview where he said, hey man, I let my family down because Randy Orton beat me in like 72 seconds. It was less than that, it was like 9 seconds. Now I've got to get back on my feet. And he didn't. He didn't do anything. Randy Orton wasn't even on the show, so he couldn't exact any revenge. And all this makes you do is, it just reminds you, look, I'm stumbling over my words, I'm so mad, but it just reminds you that Kevin Owens is being treated like a joke when he should be in the main event scene. So I didn't like that, but at least he was on TV. Sometimes he's not even on TV and that's ridiculous. And on that note, if Rusev was in the main event scene, it means that Jinder Mahal wouldn't be in the main event scene because I'm sorry, while I do like Jinder Mahal and I'm always made up for him because I think, wow, what a dream he's lived, that bit with him and the Singh brothers was terrible, massive down. He basically came out and mocked Shinsuke Nakamura because he was Japanese and even compared him to Godzilla or did something like that. It made me want to switch off my television. Now there was a twist in the sense that what Mahal was doing is he was trying to goad the fans in and then reveal, hey look, you're being racist, like you're always racist to me, but it just didn't work. The whole thing came across as really awkward, especially because all Jinder and the Singh brothers did was look at unfunny pictures of Nakamura, laugh at him, and say he looked constipated. I'm really happy I'm a 12-year-old boy, otherwise I may have thought this was a bit immature. Ultimately though, this just isn't what I want from my championship program. I want it to feel real, I want it to be serious. I mean, you can have a few jokes, do a few lols for the kids out there, but this didn't work. And it's another down, Because where the hell is Bobby Roode? Unless I fell asleep when I was watching SmackDown, he wasn't on the show. We just forgotten about him now, have we? Just forgotten about him. We brought him up, we had him beat a couple of nobodies, and now he's gone again. Great idea. I am now going to be a contradicting arsehole, however, but that is the benefit of doing a pre-recorded video. This has already been taped. By the time you've seen this, it's already gone through like filters and editing programs, so you can't stop me. But the Usos versus the New Day, getting up. Now, yes, the titles did change hands again, and usually I would say that is ridiculous, and it still is ridiculous. The more you do this, the less those belts mean, and if you're doing it because you want people to think, oh, I've got to watch SmackDown, who knows what's going to happen? Well, if you change the belts all the time, people are going to start assuming that the belts will change all the time, and then the thing to do to surprise them is not change the belts. It's like some weird reverse psychology. And again, if your championships are going to hop around more than a rabbit on cocaine, they are going to diminish in value. And believe you me, that's a lot of hopping. With all that said though, the match was really fun. I enjoyed both teams, and I'd be lying to you if I said that I was sat on my couch watching not going, you know what, I'm having a great time. And I was having a great time, so I can't give it a down. I love the New Day, I love the Usos. I mean, they probably do now need to split off and go have feuds elsewhere, but they're great. And because they're great, they're getting up. Even though, yep, I'm just, months, years worth of ups and downs, opinions I've just thrown in the toilet just because I like these two teams. But I do. So there. And it's a down for the women's title match, but not because of anything that Natalya or Naomi did. I thought they had a fine match and it was all right. The problem was the way it was treated. WWE didn't even give them entrances. If you can't even be bothered to give them entrances, why am I supposed to care about the SmackDown's women's title? So it was a down. I mean, it was good you worked in all the Carmella stuff and, we felt the storylines progressing and all of that, but you made it feel like an afterthought. Also, Carmella had James Ellsworth on a leash. Not gonna share any opinions about that. Gonna leave that for you guys. You decide what you thought about that. Leash. Man, I'm giving out a lot of downs here and I kind of feel bad. I kind of feel guilty, but what else am I meant to do when we get to this new, whatever this is with Dolph Ziggler? It's a down. This week he came out and pretended he was Bayley, then he went away again and then came out again and pretended he was the Ultimate Warrior. Why are we doing this? Why the hell are we doing this? Who is this for? This gimmick is garbage. Who came up with this gimmick backstage and went, there it is, pal, there's money? What? Even if it's done to insult Dolph Ziggler, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just hide him away. Put him in a cupboard and lock the door. That would be more beneficial than this. I just don't get what the plan is with this, and it makes me sad because it's bad. Or because it's bad, I get sad. Either way, but Dolph Ziggler is a really good in-ring competitor. Just put him in good matches. I mean, don't even give him a personality if you don't want to. He was better before. This is doing nothing for the guy. And apparently it's leading to a feud with Bobby Roode. I mean, what is that going to be? That's going to be a hot mess. One big hot mess of garbage. I am going to give an up to the Hype Bros versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. Mostly because I've given so many downs here, I can't possibly give another down. I'll collapse on the floor. I won't be able to sleep at night. So that tag match is getting an up. And it was a decent enough match, or as decent as a 3-minute match can be. And they did tease that Zack Ryder may be turning heel. And that's not the best idea, because right now what SmackDown does need is the same as Raw. It needs tag teams. Don't split up a tag team that people know and like. Build the tag team. However, that could lead to a cool little program between Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley. At least then they'd be on TV. And maybe Zack Ryder would be better as a heel, because he's kind of just treading water at the moment. So yeah, it's getting an up. Mostly because I gave so many downs, but also I do enjoy seeing Shelton Benjamin on my television. I think he's very talented, and now he's got that whole veteran status about him. He's kind of cool too. So he gets 2 thumbs up. And there was SmackDown, and while I've given it a lot of downs, it didn't really matter because the start and the end of the show was so good. That's the feeling you took away from it, and therefore it was a good show. And we got to see Vince McMahon back on the TV. And every time I do see Vince McMahon these days, it reminds me of how old I am. I look at him and go, geez, you're a 72-year-old dude. And while he actually looks all right for a 72-year-old dude, it still blows my brain because time is terrifying. And you can't escape time. It's like a tiger that's been let loose. Now, a tiger will whoop your ass. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about last night's SmackDown. Like, share, and subscribe. Head on over to WhatCulture.com and read yourself some articles. Follow WhatCulture on Twitter at WhatCulture WWE. My name is Simon from WhatCulture, and that's right, you got me for ups and downs in Raw and ups and downs in SmackDown. Aren't you lucky? Aren't you lucky? But don't worry, I'll be back soon.